What's good, y'all, and welcome back to the Road to Infinity War series. This time, part 4 of the 5-part series, where I'll be reviewing one of 5 MCUs leading up to the release of Avengers Infinity War, with part 4 being Iron Man 3. Yeah, I know, you've seen my previous video, I said that, out of the 5 ones are the ones I've reviewed just because that they are the most important ones of the series, Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, Avengers, Civil War. Some of you might be wondering, why the fuck are you reviewing Iron Man 3 that literally has no relevance to the actual MCU? And to that I say, you are very right. But I'll get to the reasons why I'm reviewing this instead of saying Civil War. Instead, I love Civil War, but I wanted to show Iron Man 3, so I'll get to the reason later on. So the movie is currently standing at 80% on Rotten Tomatoes, and is directed by Sean Black, and is starring Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Ben Kingsley, Don Cheadle, Guy Pearce, Rebecca Holt, John Ferniat, Stan Lee, and many, many more. And the plot of Iron Man 3 is after the events of the Avengers, Tony is suffering from anxiety attacks, probably also PTSD from the shit that went down in New York, and then the Mandarin comes in, a terrorist, and Tony has to stop him. So, let's talk about Iron Man 3. Now, like I said previously, out of the 5 MCU movies I was going to review, all of them would have, were probably the most important into the overall universe of the MCU. You're probably looking at, like I said, you're probably looking at Iron Man 3 like, why are you reviewing this? The reason I'm reviewing Iron Man 3 is really just because I feel like this movie deserves more love. Because I honestly think this is probably the most underrated MCU movie of all time. Out of the 18 films, I say this is the most underrated because a lot of people hate this movie for one particular character. Or I guess I should say, what they do with one particular character. We will get to that character later on in the video. So yeah, I personally think this movie is highly underrated. If one of the viewers watching at home, you say you fucking hate this movie, it's your least favorite MCU, you hate this more than Ultron, and Iron Man 2 was not, I say, come on, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as Ultron. I mean, that forced romance, I mean, come on, people. Come on. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame you, I'll be like, yeah, okay, makes sense. So yeah, so let's talk about the cast. Robert Downey Jr., this is his best performance. All the MCU movies he's been in, Iron Man 1, Iron Man 1, 2, Incredible Hulk, Avengers, Ultron, Civil War, Homecoming, Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is probably his best performance. Robert Downey Jr. gives the best performance I've ever seen. Now, granted, I don't watch a lot, I don't watch a lot of Robert Downey Jr.'s movies. I have not seen that many of them, besides the MCU movies. I have seen the Sherlock Holmes movies, or at least the first one. I haven't really seen the second, but yeah. Out of the movies I've seen, this is definitely his best performance. Gwyneth Paltrow does a great job as Pepper Potts. John Cheadle does a great job as War Machine. Ben Kingsley as the Mandarin. We'll get to that in a minute. And the rest of the cast is also very well. Now, before we get to the major negative of this movie, let's talk about the positive. Now, and also, guys, by the way, if you guys have not seen my Avengers review, which I did last week, I wouldn't be surprised. I did upload really late. I'll leave in the iCard above. So yeah, check it out, guys. I will tell you this, guys. It is kind of a little rushed because while I was recording, WrestleMania was going on. So I was just like, trying to get through this as quickly as possible so I can get to WrestleMania. Because I was really happy for wrestling, and I personally really did enjoy WrestleMania this year. But yeah, but there's a couple things I want to talk about that I completely forgot to mention. First of all, I didn't even mention the post-credit scene. Which I'll talk about the post-credit scene when I talk about Iron Man 3's post-credit scene. But there's one thing I really wanted to talk about, but I ended up forgetting completely to talk about what happened in the Avengers, and that is the destruction. Now, if you guys remember, a lot of shit blew up in the Avengers. So yeah, a lot of shit blew up, and there was a lot of destruction in the movie. Yes. Well, then you guys may also remember that exact same thing happened in Man of Steel. And everyone, their goddamn grandmothers lost their shit about it. Seriously, why was everybody losing their goddamn minds over the destruction in Man of Steel? Everyone acted like this was the end of the world. Like, oh, there's so much destruction in this movie. Nah, this movie fucking sucks because it's not the 70s trash. No. Like, seriously, what? Was everyone completely okay with the destruction in Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, any of the MCU movies, but then when Man of Steel there's a bunch of destruction between two Kryptonians, everyone loses their goddamn minds! Seriously, can someone please explain this to me? Because when I saw Man of Steel, and people didn't talk about this thing the MCU until Marvel themselves brought it up in Civil War! You know? Because everyone was losing their goddamn minds over Man of Steel, but yet nobody batted an eye at Avengers, Iron Man, none of them. Because, well, those movies are well received, and everyone, their goddamn moms and their goddamn grandmothers hates the DCEU. That's I find that shit fucking stupid and retarded. Anyway, so yeah, enough of that little rant out of the way about, you know, the destruction of Man of Steel, and then compared to Avengers and why, you know, everyone's losing their shit over the event, but no one lost, or I should say, everyone lost their shit over Man of Steel, nobody lost their shit at Avengers. So, I already mentioned the cast themselves, fantastic. The soundtrack is also really good. Like I said, I really dig the kid in this movie was also great. I would have loved to have seen him make a return. Maybe, like, I don't know. I would like to see him maybe return video where, like, I don't know, somehow Tony is back up in Tennessee, and then, you know, Thanos comes in, he's, like, trying to start, and then the kid, like, shoots him with, like, the potato gun Mark II, and then Tony comes in and says, like, I would like to see that kid return, because that kid was really cool. I wouldn't even mind if you guys are replacing Iron Man, although they'd probably just, you know, use Riri. If they were actually going to do that, because, you know, that's what they did in the comics. Now, time for the main event of the evening. Let's get into the flaws, because while I love this movie, it's also my favorite out of the Iron Man trilogy. There is one glaring problem. And if you've seen this movie, you know exactly what it is. Which, by the way, major spoilers. I am going to be talking about major spoilers right now, so if you have not seen Iron Man 3, click off. So, let's talk about one big flaw with this movie. The villain. More specifically, the Mandarin. Now, if you guys remembered, when we saw the trailer, Iron Man 3, back in 2013, 2012, we remember the Mandarin. He looked really good. I'm sure that was like the one movie where it's like, yeah, alright, seems like Kevin Feige and the MCU really starting to, like, you know, get a good hand on their villains. I was like, yeah, the Mandarin looks really cool. He seems awesome. Then when we got to the movie itself, it was played off as a fucking joke. Like, ha ha ha, switcheroo, the Mandarin's not who the Mandarin is, it's his asshole in a suit like we did in Iron Man 2! Ha 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 ha! Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! You thought? Yeah. Now, I don't know what the hell, I don't know who was this, I don't know if this was Kevin Feige's idea, or if this was the director's idea, but Kevin Feige had to okay this, because, like, you know, Kevin Feige runs this shit. I don't know why he did, because this is fucking stupid! I don't know why Kevin Feige said, oh yeah, make the Mandarin a fucking joke? Yeah, you go ahead, do that shit. Was Kevin Feige hired or something? I don't know how Kevin Feige okayed this and thought that was a good idea. I don't know, but then again, Kevin Feige damn near makes it his job. That this movie doesn't exist. Like the Incredible Hulk. So, yeah. The Mandarin, I did enjoy him when he was actually the Mandarin, but when it was turned to a fucking joke, I did not like it. Because, like, no, when I first saw this movie when I was like 13 years old, sure, I laughed at it. I laughed at the joke. But when I rewatched it today, I fucking hated it. And I hated it, like, the last couple times. Like, the more times I rewatched the movie, the more I hate the shit they did with the Mandarin. Like, you turned what could have been, like, the best MCU villain, the Mandarin, that could have topped Loki before, you know, Eric Killmonger and Black Panther and, you know, the Michael Keaton Vulture and Spider Homecoming, and decided to take a giant dump on it. Why? Anyway, that's kind of my little... Alright, so that's, yeah. If I had to pick one major flaw in the movie, it's definitely the villain. It fucking sucks. Now, the Mandarin, even when every time I'm not, just because the Mandarin I don't like it, doesn't make me hate the whole movie as a whole. Yeah, it's what holds the movie back, but I still love this movie because, like I said, this is my favorite in the Iron Man trilogy. Yeah. Now, so let's get to my final verdict. My final verdict for Iron Man 3 is a 10 out of 10. If I am a big fan of it, I love it. I can understand if one of you guys, the viewers, Do not like what you say. You hated it. You hate this movie. It's your least favorite MCU. I wouldn't complain. I'd be like, yeah, you probably hate the manner. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck's wrong with you? This movie's fucking awesome. Fuck you. I'm gonna be like, yeah, it makes sense. Not surprised there. So yeah, now guys, let's talk about the post-credit scene. Now, like I said, I didn't talk about the Avengers post-credit scene. Let's talk about the Avengers. The Avengers post-credit scene, the mid-credit scene was actually when we first got a look at Thanos, which of course planted the first seed that would lead to Infinity War. And the second post-credit scene was just, the crew chilling at a shawarma place eating shawarmas. So Iron Man 3's post-credit scene is just Tony kind of chilling in a therapist chair, just pretty much telling those little bits of narration we got in the beginning of the end movies. Yeah, he was pretty much just telling Bruce Banner the whole story, and then actually we see Bruce and he's actually sleeping. He's like, oh, he's like, oh wait, I'm up. He's like, and so he's like, you listen to a goddamn word. So I was like, bro, I'm not a doctor. I'm a scientist, not a therapist. I don't have that kind of temperament. I thought that post-credit was actually really funny. So yeah, overall, my final verdict is a 10 out of 10. Also, one other thing, guys, I have to mention is also, guys, after this video goes up, I'm actually going to upload my video that I finished actually a few days ago, like a week ago, but I've just been working on the thumbnail for so long. I just haven't had the time. It's finally finished. Here's what it looks like. And so yeah, I'll be uploading that video right after I'm done with this. So yeah, expect that coming out down later on today. Also, I'm going to tell you guys right now, the video is 28 minutes long. It's more or less just me rambling about the DCU and what I would like to see Disney do. So yeah, just kind of giving you guys a quick little heads up there on what to expect from that video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter if you like it. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys.